So I said I might be 10 minutes late, but I guess it was more like 20. Ugh. Alright, let me make sure my phone is muted. And drop things. Okay. Let me see my friends. Ah. Wait. Oh. Maybe it's because it just updated. It doesn't remember that I already befriended all these people. Which means I'm finna have to... I'm not gonna do it now, but I am gonna go through all this again. Maybe not every time the game updates. We'll see. We'll see what I do. Okay. Okay. Wait, actually, what does this say? Yeah, it was... You know what? Mutini is a cryptid. This is right. This is right, actually. But okay. Let's go meet Dave. I swear I'm gonna start playing and stop jamming real soon. I promise. I swear I'm gonna play the game and not just listen to the music. I swear I am. How am I supposed to pay attention to the game when good music is in the background? How dare they? I'm gonna have to turn this down so much so that I can actually focus. Maybe about here? Okay. Let's be real. As much as you enjoy your new friends, they all seem a little lonely. Like maybe they don't have any friends because the ones they talk to, besides the ones they talk to online. Is online friendship a reasonable... Here we go again. With me not being able to read. Is online friendship a reasonable alternative to a more traditional face-to-face friendship? Are relationships and dare you say families that you choose not just as important, if not more so than those you are able to touch and feel? Damn, maybe being a little too real. You decide not to think about it too hard. But if you're being honest with yourself, maybe you aren't terribly interested in the greater context of found family and interpersonal relationships in the instant message era. You've got a fever, and the only cure for this disease called friendship is to mildly inconvenience a few teenagers. That's it. That was literally all of Friends. Well, actually, no. I'm very sure the teenagers mildly to extremely inconvenienced me in Friendsome. As much of a delight as it's been to make a young boy face his existential future, rob a woman of her booze stash, and then self-reflect about the value of contextual relationships, it's all felt a little heavy-handed. What you need is an emotional palate cleanser. There are 2 kids left on this tour de force, and both sound like they would make exquisite friends. Time to go full-on easy mode here. Are you sure about that? You've heard so much about this guy, you feel like you've got this one in the goddamn bag. With confidence, you zap yourself onwards. Mood. Oh, what am I looking at? Oh. You're already here. Did I try to steal anyone's blood, though? Did I try to steal anyone's blood, though? Like, alright, did I lock anyone in a torture dungeon and force them to build an IKEA table, poorly, on purpose, just so that it could fall on them while another kid I was torturing was on it? Alright. Did I murder anyone in Clutch? Did I personally murder anyone in a back alley? Let's see. What else? Alright, these are a lot of isolated incidents, though. Anyway, you're already here. I don't know why I turned this up. I need to turn it down or I will not pay attention. Wherever here is blisteringly hot. You nigh instantaneously regret your choice of apparel. Why am I, okay, my question is, MSPA reader, why are we apparently only wearing a hoodie? Are you sure you're too hot? Why did you instinctively put your hoodie back on over this robe? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm in mom's bathrobe. I forgot about that. You the mail? Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm the mailman. I'm the mailman. I'm the mailman. You the mailman or mail person. This must be Dave. Rose mentioned he talked a lot, and as you start to explain, it becomes apparent he is having this conversation at you, not with you. Wow, it is unbelievably humid. Person adjacent. Anyway, Egbert told me you'd show up eventually, which I never doubted for a second, since one of the core tenets of the United States Postal Service is that you visit 4 extremely specific and spread out teenagers while sweating all over yourself. Practically a crime to not be increasingly moist while out here delivering letters on the roof of a skyrise. Which, as you know, is the most effective and legal way to drop off the post. Clam here than a New England potluck and wandering around on the roof. With no package. It is actually really cool how much this kid seems to talk at you, but you're barely listening. Has the sun always been that red? I mean, Big Move, why is the sun so red? Whenever, like, hey, Houston in the MSPA universe, are you good? Are you okay? Has the sky always been that wavy? Like, really, are you okay? Are you alright? Am I? You are hardly alright. You tug at the collar of your soggy mess of a hoodie. This is an overwhelming oppressive heat. An almost impenetrable air fills your lungs as you try and take a series of shallower and shallower breaths. The world fades to white. Teleports to Houston and instantly passes out. Hey, you just moved. I don't know if you want me to say like which state you moved to, so I'm just gonna say you just moved somewhere super hot and humid. How's that going for ya, Charisse? When you wake up, you're sitting propped up on a cheap futon in front of a large television. A rough approximation of a person does an elaborate series of controlled falls culminating in what you can only describe as skateboarding for assholes. On your left, Dave exists in a quantum state that is both somehow sitting and laying down, but also neither. Yeah, you know he's bi. Anyway, with the precision of a Swiss watchmaker, he deftly presses a series of buttons that makes the awful Polygon Man on screen T-pose and fall face forward into the ground. Seconds later, his skateboard flops helplessly next to him. He doesn't look away from the screen as he speaks. So, I clicked video game. I guess you lived. It's not that I'm invested, but John might be sad. Classic John. You try and emulate his incredibly casual body language as you slide your body down the futon. Your legs already barely reach the ground. I just realized I should move my chat. Once again, it's on the wrong side of the screen and awkward to look at. Oop. Haha, yeah, that guy's a dork, but I taught him everything he knows. You ask him if he taught him how to be a dork. You affect a completely uninterested face as though the sickness of your third-degree burn is not the single most exciting moment of your entire life. God damn. I'm going to finish this very, very minuscule. I don't know if you can see that, but it's about here. I'm going to finish this very, very minuscule amount of lemonade left in here. And then I'm going to open another one. And then we'll continue. Because... God damn. Hey, time to activate every single Homestuck watching's flight or fight response. You ready? 4. Making me read the words "God damn" in 2019. And it's not even a troll talking, and they haven't even met the. Making me read the words "God damn" and. You right? You right? Did you see my? That was the first thing I looked at when we woke up in this room. You're absolutely right. Owned in my own home. Owned within an inch of my life. I'm on the edge, reaching out that hand of friendship in his chucklehead. Long live the king's me. Thousands of gazelles trample my useless body as Jonathan Taylor Thomas's persona watches on. Who will raise Simba now? Who's gonna teach him about combat? Philosophy. Don't you dare. Shut up! Life. BTW, I put your nasty sweatshirt in the shower. Hey, you don't. I don't think you know why I was yelling about that. Cherise specifically is who I'm talking to. Read the epilogues, please. I mean, I know, but also read the epilogues. From when? When you get to them from where? Do they not have a washing machine? I mean, that tracks. Wait, you put it where? I just registered what this says. Honestly, this is what I just said out loud, so I feel like I must. We can over. Lights, you good? We can override this. The shower? What? The shower? Yeah, it smelled, so I tossed it in there. Oh, whoa! Ran the hot water. You can thank me later. Won't someone need that? You don't want to put anyone out. You've already taken up so much of their hospitality. Have I? Also, you don't think that's how you're supposed to wash clothes. Now my bro's out for a while. Good. It happens sometimes. Probably puppet related. He avoids the laundry minefield by opting for the nuclear option, though you guess that makes sense. There are a lot of puppets around, which strikes you as extremely normal and reasonable and not even a little whack. Yeah, puppets rule, end of story. Is that all there is to say on the matter? Shit, close the book on that one. Time for Betty Bye, kid. Little man about to get his 8 to 10 on snug as a bug in a fucking rug. Tuck the fuck in tight as can be on his way to Slumberland. Tucked in tight as can be on his way to Slumberland was how you're supposed to read that sentence. Nemo who? Never fucking heard of him. Shit, hold on. He sits up to fish something out of his pocket. Ah, a palm. Can I please remember my good friends and also my this time I didn't forget her name. I'm thinking her name. I can't think of the relationship name right now. My Moirail Pulpa. A phone. He gets a phone from his pocket. You're not sure what you were thinking. As a perfectly normal human being from a 100% real and tangible Earth, you know what a cell phone is. What is that, a first gen? Yikes. He ignores your jab and you pretend not to be reading over his shoulder. MSPA reader, why are you like this? Though it probably could not be more obvious that you are. Hi, did you meet the mailman? My guy, we have gone over this time and time again. How do I put this in terms you can understand? Have you ever met a mailman in your life? Even in that shitty Costner flick, you love the dude has the decency to at least wear the outfit. Haha, I knew you watched it. No, I'd never waste my precious time watching even a single one of the Z-list garbage you try to wreck me. I'm just stating stone cold facts. I just read an outline and browsed a few review sites to see what people were saying. I don't know, it sounds like that probably took a lot more time and effort than just watching the movie itself. What I'm saying is this isn't a mailman. I don't even think this is a person. You have thrust a person-styled entity into my life under the alluring guise of parcel delivery. Which, if I'm understanding right, this clown isn't even very good at on account of how bad they bungled on the only delivery that mattered. Literally, there's no truer statement in Homestuck. That was literally the only delivery that mattered. How could we fuck this up? There's just so many repercussions. Like, how is this timeline here at the moment? Because, like, none of them were made in that lab. Without the bunny, Jack, like, if somehow, say they still, like, somehow some events happen. If they don't have the bunny, Jack doesn't get the weapon, so he never cuts off the Black Queen's ring, and he never becomes, like, what were they calling him before they knew it was, like, the demon or something like that? He never does that, which means he never infiltrates the troll session, which means the trolls never they never have a reason to, like, flee to the meteor. They never have a reason to like be there, and then that would mean that Dave wouldn't have been contacted by Terezi to tell him how to contact her. So they never would have met. The trolls never would have met the humans. And also Doc Scratch wouldn't be created. So the Green Sun wouldn't be created either. So Alternia never would exist. It would just be before us. There's a lot. There's just so many things. At least Lalon had the good sense to be skeptical. What did I say? To be skeptical of this absolute fucking tomfoolery. Don't be a dick. The mailman is cool. John, I cannot stress this enough. You wouldn't know cool if it bit you right in the ass. Can you imagine? No. The dopest person you've ever met chomping away, just really getting up in there, ice cold and ear deep in a king's feast of ass. What the hell are you talking about? Try to keep up, Egbert. This will be on the quiz. I'll speak into quizzes. Read the epilogue so that I can make your personalized test. He looks uncharacteristically startled as he glances back in your direction to find you only a few inches away, adamantly reading his private conversation with a friend. What does that mean? When, like, from what? Jesus Christ, you're like a cat. How much of that did you see? Literally all of it, because, like, apparently I don't care. I don't care if you realize. You definitely didn't see him having a playfully flirtatious chat with a longtime friend, if that's what he's asking you. Dave desperately tries to refocus on his game hijinks. He makes his character, who you can see he has named Tony Tony, do what could be described as some insane flips and shit. Masterful. There's nothing at all flirtatious about two bros discussing eating ass. Fellas! Hey, fellas! Just be as straight as two arrows who are also straight. I mean, how would that even work? It wouldn't, that's how. That's all there really is to say about that. It was the A-reader. You reassure him that it is okay to be honest about his feelings. You're not here to judge him. John seems very nice. They would be cute together. Together. Like how... I'm gonna need my lights to stop doing that. I don't know if y'all can see that, but they keep flickering randomly and like... Chill. No, don't tell me. I actually don't give even a single shit about this line of thought. You might not have picked up on this, but... I'm definitely 100% not a homosexual. I'ma just... David. Pretty much crawling and moist voluptuous hoes on the regular. Wait, hoes are real? Hell yeah, hoes are real. And they're damp? Shit, it's like I gotta start at square one with this hapless asshole. What school do you go to? The utter astonishment you feel at this earth-shattering revelation sends your consciousness for a spin, but you manage to steel yourself. This isn't your first tough customer. You tell Dave that hoes is a gender-neutral term. Anyone can be a hoe if they believe in themselves. Hoe-like behavior knows no limits, no master. You know that video of the girl? That one girl, she was at like, she was at something like Hoe Positive, some type of event. I don't know if it was like Slut Walk officially, but she was at something like that. And this guy was interviewing her, trying to make her look bad, and she was just like, everyone's a hoe. Your mama's a hoe. You're a hoe. I'm a hoe. We all hoes. That video is amazing, and I love her. I'm literally just running through that whole video in my head now. Despite just learning they were real mere moments ago, you are confident that to be a hoe is to be free. Oh. That's pretty dope, I guess. It's not... It's not like I've never thought of it. I mean, for the ironic payoff, obviously. Obviously. Can you imagine the look on his face? Please read the epilogues. Wait, did you get to that part? Did you get to that part where he was, what did he say? Wait, where he was like, God, I can't remember the whole sentence, but he was like, okay, this isn't how the sentence started, but the sentence was basically, it's not gay if you get a little breathless at the sight of his chiseled jaw and manly facial hair. Like, fellas. His best bro coming up to him with some dire news. I'll look him in the eyes, red with tears as I put a hand on his shoulder and say, John, not to alarm you, but I'm gay now. Your clueless dipshit wiles have finally won me over. No, that sucks. Right? His speech has become even quicker than normal as he stands and paces frantically around the apartment, completely abandoning his poor Tony. I really appreciate that the image they're using. I'm going to look at this meme right now. You ain't wrong. That's what I was saying. I really appreciate that the image they're using is direct when he got stuck, just clipped right in there. I mean, and this is purely hypothetical. If I liked anyone, which I don't on account of being too fucking smooth to tie myself down, it would probably be another one of my friends. You don't know her, she's not from around here. So that basically means I can't have a thing for John. Case closed. By unanimous decision, the jury finds in favor of the defendant. Where's Terezi? Terezi, I know you're here. Me. It seems to you like he's got a lot to think about. Terezi would do it, and you know I'm right. And maybe this is a little heavy for the first meeting. You already feel emotionally exhausted. Do I? No fucking way. We're in this for the long haul, partner. We are entrenched in this shit. You and me are fighting on the front lines of it. Of is he, isn't he, World War I. Troops are spilling over the embankment armed to the teeth with various literature and pamphlets. Wait, yeah! Wait a minute! What? I'm already learning so much about myself. Oh. Is that good? The enemy is at the gates of my sexuality and our air support is nowhere to be seen. If I don't make it, tell my wife or maybe husband I died like I lived. Completely baller in every conceivable way. This conversation train has not just gone off the rails, but is crashing headfirst into the nearest village. Just some unsuspecting hamlet falling prey to things out of control, to this out of control ride. This is no longer a conversation you have any say in. You desperately look around the room for anything else to talk about. So, puppets, right? Oh, no. You fucked up, mailman. You did. You opened the floodgates of introspection. We are balls deep in the discourse waters and there's nobody to blame but yourself. You know, fucked up. He stops pacing to look contemplative. His voice lowers to a mumble. Is he still talking to you? Does he still want to talk about this or not? It is nearly impossible to tell. Remember, like, whenever I think about how Dave doesn't shut the fuck up, I think about, because I forgot about this until I did my reread, but that part on the meteor where he's talking, so like, I don't know if you remember how the meteor is set up, but like, down here, it's in the, the computer room. They're in the computer room. Down here is like where the table is, and then up here in the top section, in the corner of the top section, on the complete opposite side of the room, is where the coffee maker was. And he was talking to Rose and Kanaya, and then he was like, oh, I'm gonna go make us some coffee. And then he kept talking to them at the exact same tone of voice, like they could hear him the whole time he walked away, made the coffee, and he didn't stop talking. And when he came back, like they could hear him. Like they like like now okay, hear me out. Do I have to come up with a gay name now, or can I still be Dave? I'm thinking Dave. I'm, I'm thinking Gabe, but let's not. I'm about to find out if there's a Tumblr user Gabe or not, because if not, ooh, I'm finna snatch up this URL right now. Right now. Create a new blog. Gabe. Somebody, nope. Nope. So now that means I must look up Tumblr user Gabe. They also did exactly what I was gonna do. This is just, they literally just snatched up the URL. Nothing is here. But let's not kid ourselves, that's the amateur choice. Obviously, my full title would be Gabe Strider Dick Rider. Okay, that's enough. There has got to be a better way than this. You are so tired. I think this is literally the first time, I don't remember any ending where MSPA Reader is the one that said, this ain't finna work. Goodbye. Oh, also, I don't know if you weren't here. I guess since it updated to add Dave, it doesn't think we befriended anybody else. So I think once everybody is out, I'll go back through these. Actually, well, I'm not going to do it while I'm streaming. But actually, what I might do this tonight just to make sure, you know, Homestuck B things get retroactively added all the time. So I'm going to look through to see if anything was like retconned. You know, nothing like, I don't think it would be anything substantial, but exactly. That's why, like, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it every time. I'm going to do it this one time just to see. And then, like, next time, up until everybody's, I won't do it again until everybody's out. Anyway, we ain't gonna ask about the shower, I guess. Dope. Dope, dope, dope. Dope. Dope, dope, dope. You are definitely the sort of person who says dope often and casually. You tell them dopely that you are a person who is not caught up in the small details of decorum or personal propriety. In fact, it doesn't bother you at all that he took your only worldly possessions and tossed them in a shower while you were unconscious. What's some light corpse looting among bros? Oh, remember when Konyo, that's the buff Nepeta. Konyo, remember when she just started looting all those trolls she murdered? Okay. While it dries, you can wear one of my bro's shirts. He usually has a fresh stash hidden in here. I would prefer not to. Dope, tight, sick. Nothing weird about hiding some shirts in the living room. Just gonna have a look-see. Holy shit, there are a lot of puppets in here. Yeah, dude, puppets own. Nuff said. My bros got the market cornered on puppet-based endeavors. Backed up against the wall like a feral beast hissing for more plush-oriented content. Little guy's probably just scared. Just wants to protect its nest and mouth-to-mouth feed its babies only the choicest puppet smut for a reasonable fee. What the fuck does any of that mean? You look back to Dave, but he's on his phone. Goddamn, that is so cool, actually. There is something weird about this whole setup that you just can't put your finger on. For one, you can't seem to find any secret shirts anywhere. It's all just puppets and plushies and DJ equipment. Why did Dave just let me... I'm gonna get impaled by a sword at some point. Also, what is it about this route? Oh, I see. I'm looking for a shirt. So that's why the only reason I'm not reading his very personal conversation over his shoulder is because I am up and moving around. I see. Oh my. Yeah, with my bro, you have to think of the potential for ironic payoff. That guy's always one step ahead. Just when you think you've got it figured out, it was all just some trap to make you think you'd gotten his goat. But that goat is long gone. Makes you think maybe there never was a goat. Maybe it was some other barnyard animal all along. You've been duped into looking for a goat like some dumb asshole. Or maybe the goat gets you really, maybe the goat gets you really subvert the whole thing. You take a second to wonder if he's really using the term ironic correctly in this instance. By dictionary definition, yes, a goat getting you is the opposite of how that situation should go. Thank God you settled that. As you are about to reassure Dave that this joke tracks, you catch some movement in the corner of your eye. Was that a camera? It could have possibly been a camera. Oh, nope. There it is again. There's a camera coming out of the ice dispenser. Hey, MSPA reader, please, dear God, do not open the refrigerator. It whirs softly as you approach, its mechanical eye trained on you. How long has this thing been watching? Is this days? You lean in to take a closer look, but your foot catches on something. You fall flat on your face. Dave seems too engrossed in the conversation he's having on his phone to pay you much mind, occasionally mumbling something out loud a few times before presumably typing it out. You search for whatever it was that made you beef it so royally. You know, beef it, like fall down. That is a real phrase humans say. A small tripwire stands taut a few inches off the ground. You must not have disturbed it enough to set off whatever contraption it's attached to, apparently. Oh yeah, sometimes they're more of a psych out. You think, oh fuck me, I definitely beeped it, which is a phrase that is real. And you sit there waiting on bated breath, prepared to be fucked deep in velvety marionette dick. And it never comes. You go the rest of your day just waiting for the payoff from your dipshit mistake, and it never comes. You wake up in cold sweats for weeks yearning for a release that will never find you, and it hits you. You've been fucking bamboozled by the master yet again. There's no elaborate booby trap. No Rube Goldberg device set to enact a series of complicated shenanigans, ultimately resulting in being buried alive in Kermit the Frog's plush amphibious dong. Beautiful, really. Damn. Damn, bro, you live like this? Hold on, I don't think I reblogged it, and that is a shame, but I'm pretty sure somebody made literally this exact meme about, like, literally saying MSPA reader go and be like, and they were apparently completely correct. Oh my god, I don't think I reblogged it, and I'm so sad now. F. I mean, yeah, I guess. Keeps me on my toes. Heels never met the ground. Heels never even met the ground. A prima ballerina with a head full of dreams and nothing to lose. God's gift to Ply is ripping a straight tasty tour and layer of for my adoring fans. Bit. They go apeshit for this sort of thing, but it's just another day in the life for dancer extraordinaire Dave Strider. Remember when he was like when Grimbark Jade showed up looking for John, who was just there, and she was like, "Where's John?" And he was like, "John wasn't here." And she was like, "I can smell him," because she was half dog. And then Dave was like, "Oh yeah, no, I keep my house misted with his scent at all times." Oh shit. Was it perfume? What did he say? But I remember it was something Dagobert. What? The French pronunciation of Egbert's last name. I gotta go. I haven't fallen for a trap like that since I was a baby. Trained. A real rookie mistake, mailman looking tired, maybe. Drained. Oh my god, is he mumble rapping at you? This is the greatest day of your life. Got more plush ash than a puppet lost and found. King Strider drops the illest fires because heavy is the crown. I just assumed. Can you believe I glanced at that arrangement of letters and I just assumed it would say clown because this is Homestuck. Rhyming puppet with puppet. Call that puppet rhymes. Killing all ventriloquists. Puppet on puppet crimes. I gotta go! He goes on like this for some time with what could be described as bars of similar caliber. The narrative focus shifts to your inner thoughts out of necessity because it turns out writing raps is really hard. He isn't exactly great, but you're not really a rap expert despite what your social media opinions might imply. Unless you count Hatch to Dance, which of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Wait, what? What does that mean? Why did you think that? The whole scenario feels a little weird and familiar to you. All of these kids feel familiar to you. You learn something new about Dave and you feel like you already sort of knew it. You can't place it. Despite having met Dave no less than half an hour ago, something feels just slightly off about him. Something about his action feels so performative in nature, like he's pantomiming in front of an audience. As Dave continues to rap, you remember that you are in front of an audience. You cast a glance over to the camera, but also to the hundreds of stuffed little creatures staring at you with their lifeless eyes. Amidst your revelation, we check back in on Dave because I'm getting paid to write this, so I should probably make with the fucking jokes already. Master of my tool, I'm the ace. Hardware. Got more hoes than a gardener. Yard care. Nice. The chaotic and surreal energy of the scene sends a shock of nervous energy down your spine. You feel alarmingly nude without the comfort and familiar warmth of your sweater. There is something about it that grounded you, something that felt like home. Dave concludes his masterpiece with an elaborate series of yeahs and uhs as you see the camera turn away from him ever so slightly to focus on something else before retreating back into the ice dispenser. It almost makes it look a little bashful. That's kind of adorable, actually. Despite the fanfic you've written in your head about a cool kid and his new best robot friend, the reality of the situation sets in. You have yet to make friends with this character, and it all has kind of felt surreal and weird to you. Maybe it's time to zap back and hard reset this continuity to try again. What does that mean? Feels like I'm missing an important part of the puzzle here. Oh, did he hear that? How does this work exactly? Sometimes you just narrate what you're thinking. Kind of a baller move. Why has nobody called you out on this before now? You put your hand on the counter to stabilize yourself, and your fingers brush up against something clandestinely polo. Just barely poking out from beneath a pile of discount plush nobodies is a neatly retail folded shirt. I would prefer not to. I would prefer not to. Actually, you think you're fine as is. No reason to shake it up with yet another outfit we'll have to eventually pay someone to draw. Let's take a second. Reel it in for a bit. What the fuck is going on here? Isn't this like really messed up? No, what's messed up? It's how you deny, no, what's messed up is how you deny my hospitality like this. I offer you someone else's property that you have to find hidden among countless lifeless puppet corpses. And this is the thanks I get. Real cold, mailman. Damn, maybe I'll wear the shirt to protect me from this chill. Ah, enough, okay. Like, why isn't he in school? It's the middle of April. It's spring break, bro. Besides, I only subscribe to the School of Hard Knocks. Also several YouTube channels and periodicals, so pretty sweet deal over here actually. You know he isn't really like this. You know he doesn't like living like this. Oh damn, that is true. Yeah. I can read, I swear. Oh damn, is that true? What am I like? Apparently we got the foremost expert in Dave lore here. PhD in Strider dynamics. It's the first day of school and I'm here in class eager to learn. Got my pencil out, got my freshest fit on, got my dope new Trapper Keeper with the Lisa Frank dolphins on it. Look at them on there smiling like assholes. One blue, one pink, so we know it's not gay. Poor bastards don't know they're a cartoon. Saddest story I ever heard. The little camera switches its focus from Dave back to you, gauging your reaction. Ignoring it, you assert that you aren't trying to say you know him, just that what? Okay, clearly you struck some sort of nerve here, but nah, we're good. Tell me more about my situation. You really have been spending time with Rose, haven't you? Got me all figured out. Don't worry if you gotta look at the Wikipedia article for abandonment issues or whatever, I can wait. Despite how flat his voice is coming out, his body language has made a telltale shift. He's standing leaned up against the back of the futon. His hands are in his pockets. It would almost seem like he was sulking if you weren't so convinced he wanted to kick your ass. Hello? Hello? At the edge of your vision, you sense some movement. You didn't catch it exactly, but you're convinced it was there. Hello? You look over there and there's nothing to be seen. Perhaps another hidden camera? There is something unsettling about being watched this whole time. There it is again! Every now and then your eyes catch the faintest presence of something moving just out of sight. The whole place feels like it's faintly shifting around. Amid scanning the room, a particularly fucked up looking puppet catches your attention. These little shits are everywhere, but this awful little man's stare stops your heart for just a moment. Its cold eyes pierce you, its placid smile judges you. You look at it as briefly as possible, if for no other reason than to note how unsettling it is before looking back to Dave. Yeah, I'm definitely still staring at little Kyle. I'm sorry. I don't know what you thought this was. Why would you do this to me? Who did this? You What the fuck? What? Oh, that's just Cal. Cal's the realist. He certainly seems real to you. You could have sworn he just moved around on his own. Haha, yeah, man, he does that. Don't think about it too hard. See, this is what you mean. It's not that deep. Look, I know you got some hero complex or something. Gonna swoop in and save these kids from themselves. Well, bad news, kid. That's not what this is, and heroes aren't real. John, I understand, but fooling Rose too? The insane tricks this guy must have pulled. Dave has shifted his weight forward. While his voice has not risen above a low mumble, this is enough of a tell to know that maybe you should back off. This friendship thing is tougher than you thought. You're still on about that, huh? Look, I'm no expert on friendship, minus the fact that I absolutely am. But you ever think maybe coming into someone's home and fucking with their day-to-day life is a little rude? Just a hypothetical. As per normal, I'm stone cold unbothered by this turn of events. A stoic bastion of the... You're sorry, but did he just say stoic? What? Yeah. Stoic. Like, unmoved. David. Stoic. Shut up. Stoic, like I can't. Stoic, like unmoved. Does he mean stoic? I mean, I guess. Ah, peace. You've done it now. You weren't trying to embarrass him. Oh, jeez. You try and comfort him by saying that it's okay if he's never heard anybody say the word before. Maybe he's only seen it in text. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't imply that. Please stop. Stop what you are saying. He frowns and goes quiet. This does not seem to be helping. The kid is completely shut off now. You try and bring up the puppets again. No dice. You even pretend to be super jazzed about Cal or whatever his name was, seemingly shadow stepping around the apartment. Wow! So cool! Nothing. Dave takes out his phone and begins texting. Ah, is that about you? Oh, Beans, is he telling your new friends how much you beefed it? This could ruin everything. Why I don't appreciate that my stream froze like that while this is happening. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and this is the most desperate time you can recall. A friendship is on the line. Cal continues to phase in and out like a poorly animated anime character moving so fast you can't keep up. You take a few steps towards Dave. You've got to get him out of here and you know just where to take him. About a half a second into your stealth mission, you clumsily step on a puppet and it makes a pathetic squeak. Dave stops for a second, but after a few moments returns to texting at the speed of sound or to whoever is on the other end. Cheese and crackers, you can hear the notification sounds popping off. Whoever it is responding back. You can't waste any more time. You teleport to him as silently as you can. Besides you, Cal's disgustingly limp body flops haphazardly on top of a shelf. Guess he's done? No time for this. You slowly reach out your hand. Time to get out of here and fix this. A large adult Hey, 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 stream, don't do this to me. What are you doing? It doesn't even say it's like missing frames. What are you doing? Anyway, I guess time to deal with this. A large adult hand grabs you by the wrist. You turn to see it belongs to a muscular man in pointy sunglasses who you wouldn't exactly describe as a twink, and not exactly a hunk, but most certainly not a bear either. In fact, why don't we talk about it for several— Oh shit! Before you can begin your extremely important debate, you are flung unceremoniously out of a high-rise apartment complex window. As you freefall, you think, maybe he was more of a twunk. I hate Homestuck. I hate Homestuck. Well, I guess I'm legally required to put this shirt on, huh? Obviously, you are going to put the shirt on. You don't want to be the only one not wearing a cool shirt. Do you need some privacy? I'm not sure where one layer of you ends and the other begins. Doubt the audience cares. What? The face. Oh, you guess being on camera like this is kind of fucking whack, you say. So pointedly, your sprite even shows up on screen for a second. Yeah, that's right. We went all out for this one. You were wondering if there was a place here that wasn't under constant surveillance. Like, how does this kid take a shit in peace? You know, everyone's thinking it. Dope line of questioning that I'm sure the public at large is eager to know the answer to, but my room isn't wired up, no. About to get fired up, though. Menagerie is multiplying with maybe not this second. Alright, damn. You accompany Dave down the hallway to his room. You hear the shower on as you pass the bathroom, and you peek in to see your hoodie and nice gown on the tile being uselessly wetted by a low pressure stream. Is this how you wash clothes? You're welcome, BTW. Dave motions you to go in first, giving you the privacy you need to change into an extremely starched polo shirt and nothing else. This collar will not go down. This is absolutely what someone in 2009 would think is fresh as hell. You look around the room for a bit. Oh, nothing. I was wearing nothing. Nothing. Don't you know? Nothing. Since we woke up, we've been wearing literally nothing, I guess. You look around the room for a bit. There are so many things in here. This would be a 13-year-old's wet dream, but to you it just seems a little much. It feels like this is a bunch of things someone thinks they should like. Let the fan art reflect that you've put on the shirt here. Wait, let the fan art reflect that you've put on the shirt at this point. There isn't a mirror in here, but you can tell this is someone out there's idea of a look. The door opens and Dave is standing there, but not walking in. He's leaned up against the door frame, sipping a juice. Where did he get a juice? What the fuck? Not from the fridge, I can tell you that much. Hallway juice, my guy. Hallway juice. What, you don't keep foodstuff stashed around your house? What do you do when you get hungry? No, that's not it. You mean you usually just keep it in the fridge or whatever? Too obvious. Somebody help this useless clown. You assure Dave that you have met many clowns in your day and only some of them were useless. Name one. You can't. Why did you say that? Clowns are awful. Everyone knows this. Everybody knows this. Let me tell you about Clurch. Hey, MSPA reader, remember Clurch real quick. Guess he's got you there. You know, despite the overwhelmingly plush decor of the rest of the house, there is a distinct lack of puppets in here. That's more my bros thing. Not that they aren't deliriously sick, just a whole hospital ward full of the illest children you've ever seen. Each one more up to pup than the last. Up to pup? Yeah, pup. Like puppets? You're gonna be honest, it doesn't really seem like his heart's in it. How do you mean? Well, it's just that he doesn't really seem to be all into the puppets. Feels a little performative. Well, I guess I got my own stuff I'm into. Like, if I were to rank it 1 to 10, I'd say puppets are probably a solid 7. You got this kid on the ropes, just one more push. In fact, you'd even go so far to say the puppet thing sort of sucks. It is extremely weird. The cameras, hiding things like an animal. It all seems a little, you know, whack. For a while, he just seems to look at you, almost as if he's sizing you up. There's a long stretch where Dave doesn't break eye contact with you as he finishes his cute little juice and crumples it up. He takes an ambitious shot at the trash can and misses by about 7.5 feet. Damn, I could have sworn I had game. You're throwing me off, mailman. Yes, that is correct. You are a faithful employee of the Postal Service. I mean, I definitely believe you, but let's say I didn't. Let's say I had a cool friend who, even though they're too cool to care about details like this, they were a little skeptical of this whole situation. Maybe they'd want some proof you were who you said you were before they let you get any closer to their friends. Just throwing that hypothetical out there. What proof could he possibly need? Say the oath. What? The oath. The mail oath. Look, the thing about that is, I mean, unless you aren't really a mailman. Behind his sunglasses, Dave's eyes shift ever so slightly to what you might describe in a less immediately harrowing situation as a moderately priced looking mall katana mounted to his wall. You realize that maybe now isn't the best time to come clean about your impeccable ruse. You can't believe you've managed to put yourself in mortal peril yet again. You wordlessly chuckle and shake your head. Oh, the situations you get yourself into. Dave, not privy to your private thoughts for once, looks on. Why, of course you can recite the mailman oath, you say with a confidence that is as misplaced as it is unfounded. You perk up. Now is your time to shine. Maybe it's the popped collar, but you're feeling good about this one. You got this. You have lied to tons of kids. One more and it will be smooth sailing from here on out. You open your mouth and there is a brief moment where everything feels like it's going to be okay. You immediately start sobbing and crumple into a disgusting mess on the floor. Fuck. Oh, wow, okay. Jesus Christ. shitty mailman to cope? You're not a mailman. You never were. You don't even have a real mailman outfit. You're a fraud. You don't even know how much stamps cost. Oh my god. Jesus, just okay. It's gonna be alright there. Dave squats down next to your deflated body and pats you a little awkwardly on what he assumes is your shoulder. You say you're sorry you tricked him. You just wanted to impress him because John said he was so cool. It's fine, I guess. Fuck, dude. Get a hold of yourself. He tries to get you up, but you are desperately clinging to his shirt, confessing everything, confessing to made-up crimes you didn't even commit. Look, my guy, we all make mistakes. Please stop whatever this is. I'm pretty sure you are harmless. And I don't think you actually killed anyone with your ass. I mean, poor Diamond. Or wherever an accessory to burning down an alien mall or whatever insane shit you just said. Yeah, you kind of got caught up in the moment and just started saying made up shit. You asked Dave if he's mad at you. Nah, dude. Get up. Dave helps you back up onto your feet. You come clean in an only slightly more controlled and dignified way this time. You explain how there are these huge gaps in your memory and that you somehow ended up with these abilities that let you traverse space, time, and sometimes even reality itself. Dave doesn't say much for a change, and it doesn't seem like he's listening at first, but you think maybe he just has one of those faces. Let me get this straight. One day you just appeared in a suburb, and no memories except that you have some mysterious teleportation power. You dig through some unsuspecting chump's mail looking for clues, and through some ridiculous universal happenstance, you just so happen to stumble upon the most gullible fucking dork in the universe. Befriend him. Also, I'm there via text. Egbert gives you a list of friends to visit. Out of all the choices available to you, myself included. And you go see Rose first. Rose fucking Lalonde. I mean, correct? Correct? Yes, and even though we built up such a good rapport when I told John you weren't a real mailman. Called it, BTW. Your first instinct is to visit the most heavy-handed of all of us for some light kinship. A power move, I guess. Mailman out here wave dashing for friendship. Can't even spare a neutral for an old Strider hum. Won't even back into the corner and spam your ranged attack for the D-Man. A tragedy in 2 acts. Both acts are titled Betrayal. You definitely understand what is being said and absolutely don't have to ask your friends what some cool video game words are. You are 100% not pulling the boldest, "How do you do, fellow kids?" the world has ever seen. Besides, is that really the thing to be focusing on right now? You fucking wound me, mailman. Of course it is. Nothing is more important to me than this. They say that most humans only use 10% of their brain. That's because I'm using 90% of it to think, how dare you? So anyway, you can really go anywhere. See anybody you want. Sounds nice. For all but a moment, the act drops and you see the corners of his mouth tighten a little. The fading afternoon light filters through his sunglasses at just enough of an angle to see his eyes shift ever so slightly towards the window. These subtle movements would surely be lost on most if you weren't so focused on trying to read him, or even just slightly further away, you may have missed it yourself. There was almost a loneliness in his voice. It must be hard to live here by yourself, so far away from people who care about you. It's possible, it's possible to you have been so focused on trying to blindly make friends that you've forgotten that in front of you is a real living person. You can't help but wonder if there's something you can do. You say you can take people with you, right? Like you could teleport John around. Would that work with anybody? This is it. The path to this kid's heart is clear as day. Fuck what you said just now. That friendship juice is so close you can practically fucking taste it. You try not to look excited, affecting Dave's cool persona. You expect Dave to say, "Take me with you." Dave says, teleport my bro into the fucking sun, please? Okay, thanks. Hey, why is the sun in Houston like that? Like, as you say, fuck yeah, you can take people with you. You scope out your fingernails. You scope out your fingernails because for some reason this is what you do when you're acting cool. This works to the full extent it can coming from someone who not but 7 minutes and 32 seconds earlier was rolling around on the floor, damp with their own tears. Did he have someplace in mind? Yeah. I mean, I got some ideas I could bounce off you, I guess. How do you feel about with the with a swift finger to his mouth, you cut him off. He doesn't seem to like that very much, but you still consider it a successful maneuver. There's no need for words between friends. You know just where he wants to go. You think really hard about it. Think about where you want to be, Dave. Just think really hard about it. Think about where you want to be, Dave. Think about what is important to you. Think about what you really want. It will be more magical this way. Friendship is magic after all. You just made that up right now. Don't look it up. Damn, guess that's true. He closes his eyes as you put a hand on his shoulder. This is it. Putting your trust in the magic of friendship, you focus the power externally as much as you are able. Flashes of distant but somehow familiar imagery course through you. The quiet stillness of the suburbs, the smell of the forest, the heat of an apartment rooftop, the ocean breeze. Where is the ocean? You extend it outwards as much as you are able. This is his rodeo. You are merely the vehicle. What the fuck? Oh, fuck yes. The two of you stand near a sign that says, "Please wait to be seated." A very cheery hostess has a brief exchange with Dave and ushers the two of you to an open table. Oh, hell fucking yes. There is no mistaking it. About to get my motherfucking breadstick on. This is absolutely an Olive Garden. Fuck yeah, it is. When you hear your family, dog. While you're still new to this, you can't really seem to detect any irony in his voice. You thought for sure he wanted to go see his friends. You thought you had him figured out. First and last mistake, mailman. But you'll learn. I'm a mystery. Got that history. Fucked with the plot, my flow so hot they leave you looking blistery. Racially ambiguous. My rhymes contiguous. At the OG with my homie where the breadsticks are continuous. You know what? Fuck it. You just let him go on for a while. You don't even know if that last one rhymed, but fuck if you weren't charmed by this little bastard. You lean back in your chair and just absorb it all, sitting in the worst restaurant imaginable with your new rapping teen friend while the other patrons do their best to ignore his incredible rhymes. After a short while, Dave abruptly stops freestyling and you open your eyes. Oh fuck, you know what time it is? No, your sprite doesn't have a watch drawn on it. Yeah, I was wondering about that. What if his plan is literally just to get the breadsticks and then bounce? You got a purse? It's breadstick 30, no watch necessary. Fuck me, I love breadsticks. I never talk about it. This is a very real and hidden character trait that nobody knows about me. Well, that sounds like a very real and hidden character trait that nobody knew about him. And we are certainly not finding this out now because of a series of seemingly unrelated events that possibly change the continuity of this universe, allowing these sort of otherwise narratively unimportant traits to shine through. Wow, he really is going to town on those breadsticks. Maybe this is all friendship needs to be. Spending some quality face time with a solid bro and just absolutely decimating some bottomless breadsticks at a bad chain Italian restaurant. Maybe the real lesson here is friendship doesn't have to be a grand gesture or high adventure. Maybe the real friends. I understand that you're having a moment, but I am absolutely going to eat your breadsticks if you don't stop talking about what friendship means to you. Haha, yeah man, whatever you want. I'm the tears. Bread gotten. That was, I did every option because I kept picking the wrong ones, right? Yeah. Yeah, we did this all. So that was Dave's route. So I guess it's time to play Splatoon. But I have to turn my stream off for a quick second because I need to move the Ethernet cable to my Switch. So my stream's gonna go down in a second. Don't go anywhere though, because I'll be right back. Like, alright. Literally BRB, don't go anywhere.